Hey girl, welcome back to the podcast. We're at episode 13, and today we're talking about the season of Christmas and the gifts that you can give yourself and your body this holiday. These aren't tangible gifts, so get cozy and get comfy, and let's get started. Here we go. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it so you can start living your best life as your best self. Hey there, sweet friend. So today we are talking about the 8 gifts that you can give yourself and your body this Christmas, this holiday. I know it can be super hard to take a step back and give ourselves anything, right? I mean, we're hustling around trying to get gifts for other people. If you're like me and you celebrate Christmas, I mean, you can get entrenched in going and doing and staying busy. And this can become a way to self-protect, but it also can literally just be a crazy cluster of time right before the holidays where we find ourselves doing so much for so many other people. And especially for those of us who struggle with perfectionism, and if you have an eating disorder, or if you simply have an unhealthy relationship with food, it's up and down, it's all around, and you really are just constantly thinking about other people. Maybe you're a mom, you don't have time to sit for 5 minutes by yourself, especially when you're playing Santa. Maybe you're not a mom, and maybe you just constantly are thinking about others and never putting yourself first. It's hard to take a step back and give ourselves anything. Am I right? What I want to talk about today aren't tangibles. Holidays can be tough when you're stuck in your own head, when you're stuck in this mess of disordered eating, when you're constantly thinking about food all the time, or what you're going to eat next, or what you're not going to eat next. So thinking about going out and getting Christmas clothes, or any clothes, right? Or any food, or candy in our stockings, like all of these things can be super triggering. And I just want to pause and tell you, I see you, friend. I see you. But today I want to talk as if we're just sharing a cup of coffee. And I want to go through 8 things that aren't tangibles that you can gift yourself this season. Why? Because you deserve all of these things. And of course, so much more. But let's start with these 8 today. Number 1, grace. I know that this can sound super cliche, like, yes, girl, give yourself some grace, or come on, girl, do you have grace, or especially in the Christian space. But grace is the quality or state of being considerate and thoughtful. Somebody once told me that it is an unconditional love and favor. It cannot be earned, and it is not deserved. So it's unearned and undeserved. Grace is something that we can just give ourselves because God gives us grace, right? It really implies that mercy, that compassion, that forgiveness. Like, stop punishing and just sit down with yourself and give yourself some grace. You're a human. You've gone through some real ish in this life. And maybe you're in the middle of it right now. But the question I want to ask you today is, stop being so hard on yourself. What can you do to give yourself grace? So I want you to write that question down. If you haven't grabbed a journal, go ahead and do that right now and pause me, because we're going to go through these 8 things, and I have questions for every single number. And I just want to make sure this is very tactical for you, that you can apply to your own life. So number one, what can you do to give yourself grace today? How can you be considerate and thoughtful of you? You've gone through some real stuff. Number two, forgiveness. And I have not yet done an episode on this, friend, but I plan on it. It is on the list. So you'll want to continue listening to this podcast because I am just getting started. But forgiveness is huge. Whether you are full out in eating disorder behaviors right now, or you are in a recovery phase in your life, or you are just now dipping your toes in that you have this unhealthy relationship with food and your body, I want you to pause. I want you to pause right now or come back here after writing this down and do this exercise later. But you can only heal when you forgive. And we're so good at forgiving other people, and yet we don't allow that same forgiveness to ourselves. And so in order to heal my relationship with myself and my body, I had to forgive myself for the destruction that I caused my body for so many years. And when I was trapped in it, I vaguely knew logically like how you're treating your body, how you're not nourishing it, how you're going through these cycles of restriction and then eating and restriction and over exercising and taking laxatives, or if you're, a binge and a purge, if you leverage that as a way to, try to manage your food intake. I see you because this is such a cycle in our mind, right? And yet we don't stop for 2 seconds and allow ourselves some forgiveness. I want you to pause and I want you to write down, what do I need to forgive myself for today? And if that creates this entire time of you just sitting there crying in tears, I remember when I finally released and let go all this like anger that I had and shame that I had over myself because I was doing this to myself and I knew what I was doing to myself. I couldn't stop. I didn't stop enough to sit there and go, as part of this process, I need to forgive myself. What I didn't know I was doing at the time was actually doing to me. All I wanted was the outcome. I just wanted to lose 10 pounds. I just wanted to lose weight at first. I think that's where we all kind of come in here. The reality is I spiraled, and maybe some of you are there, and maybe some of you have been there, and maybe you've been there 500 times, and that's okay, but you're here now, and you need to give yourself grace, be considerate and thoughtful, and show yourself that love and favor that's not deserving just because you're a human. And you need to give yourself forgiveness. Allow yourself to sit with yourself and forgive yourself for any destruction or any failed attempts. You deserve that, friend. Until you forgive, you cannot heal. I'm going to do an entire episode on forgiveness, but that's question number 2 to ask yourself. What do you need to forgive today for yourself in order to move forward? Number 3, one of my favorites and something that I get asked all the time by my private coaching clients. And if you did not know, I do one-on-one coaching. I do 3-month and 6-month packages, and I would be happy to talk with you for a free consultation just to get to know you, to hear you, and see if I can help support you. And you can go to my website at lindsaynickel.com and you can apply online there to set up some time with me, or you can email my team directly at info@lindsaynickel.com. Permission. We talk about this in our sessions. Permission. Today, you can decide to give yourself permission. You can give yourself permission to take one step forward. You have permission to get healthier. Healthy does not equal fat. Healthy does not equal big. Healthy does not equal bad. You have permission to get healthier. You have permission to eat. You have permission. And even if you don't grant yourself that permission, which is what this episode is all about, gifts that you can give yourself and your body this Christmas, I want you to hear me on repeat in your ear telling you that I give you permission to stop this episode, go get a snack, go get something to eat, nourish your body. Nourish to flourish, girl. Nourish to flourish. Give yourself permission one step forward. You have permission today. Listen to episode number 4, what to eat when you don't know what to eat, and grant yourself permission. Tell yourself ahead of time that you're not going to feel that shame and guilt because you've given yourself forgiveness and grace. And then hear my voice in your head telling you that you have permission to do you today and do something that's going to nourish your heart, your body, and your soul. Number 4, love. What can you love right here today? What can you love right here today? I want you to write that down. And going back to permission really quickly, I want you to write down, just so that we can be in sync with our questions, what do I need to give myself permission for today? Okay, I kind of skimmed over that one. Love. What can I love right here today about myself? Go back to episode 3 ways to love your body even when you don't yet, because I want you to really get some examples that are going to help you when it comes to what you can love. Because many of us, we don't even love our body at all. There's nothing that we can sit and think that we love about it. That's why we're here in this place, trying to control our food and control our minds and our lives and everything around our food, because we feel like we don't love our body. And that's why we're here, right? Over and over again for many of us. And for many of us, it's that struggle of not having that self-love. But what can you love right here today? Many a times I'll ask my clients to tell me, what's one thing? Give me one thing that you love about you, about your body. And not just I'm funny, which is great. Like, I want you to be funny and I love that you're funny. But what's one thing you love about your body? And if it's not like a physical appearance thing yet, I want you to share something that you love that your body does for you, okay? Does your body allow you to play with your kids? Does functioning in your body allow you to walk your dog, kiss your husband? What does your body allow you to do? What's one thing you can love about your body? Write that down. Number 5, stillness. This, I think I read it a while back and it just literally stuck with me. And so I wrote this down in my notebook where I just house like all the things when I'm prepping to get ready for episodes. And stillness came to my mind and to my heart. I wanted to ask you guys this question, like, how can you be still and present this holiday season with yourself? Because when we are constantly, again, going back to that busy and doing these things, right? We're not allowing our minds to have that clarity of what it is that we need intuitively inside our heart. And I heard something, and I'm going to read it to you guys, and I hope this speaks right into your soul today. A seed grows with no sound and stillness, but a tree falls with huge noise. Destruction is loud, but creation is still and quiet. This is the power of silence and stillness. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I wish I could quote who did it. So if you guys know, literally send me an email and let me know so that I can add that to the show notes. Stillness is so underrated. How can you be still? How can you just sit? Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever just sat like an Indian style on the floor and let your mind talk to you? And that eating disorder or that crazy mind of all that thoughts controlling our lives will try to take over every second of the day. But have you just sat there and been still and stopped listening to that for 1 second so that you could allow your real truth to speak? How can you be still and present this Christmas? Number 6, dream. One of the 8 gifts that you can give yourself and your body this Christmas is to dream. And I don't mean dream of a smaller body. That's not where I'm going here. I mean dream. What do you truly want for you? Has anyone asked you that? Have you asked you that? That's one of the first things that in a consult during coaching with my clients, I will ask, what is it that you want? If you could wave a magic wand over your life right now, what would you change? That is a question that I will ask you. What do you dream about? Do you dream about not having a life that's chained to having focus around food? Do you dream about going to a barbecue with friends and not being worried about what you're going to eat while you're there? Do you dream about opening up Christmas presents with your kids on Christmas morning and being able to have the cinnamon roll that you always restrict and tell yourself that you cannot have? Or do you eat it and then feel shameful about it later? Do you dream of a life free from that controlling your day? What do you really, truly want? Do you want freedom? Write that question down. And maybe you can apply that question to your stillness time. All of these questions can be applied when you're sitting in stillness so that you can get close to your heart and to your true self. Number 7, another gift that you can give yourself and your body this Christmas is support. If you hear anything that I say today, I want you to know that I offer one-on-one support directly for you. Why? Because this is my heart song. This is my passion because I have lived where you are. And what better person to help navigate someone than someone who has lived it and has come out on the other side and is able to speak directly to your heart and be able to help you find the freedom that I have found. Support. What are you waiting for? Do you need support? Maybe you haven't been able to do this on your own because you're not supposed to do this on your own. Granted, I can't make you find a better relationship with yourself and have a better relationship with food. But I can promise you, friend, that I will hold your hand and I will give 120% to you with all the tools and all of the wisdom that you need. Support. If I'm not the coach for you, I want to make sure that, if you've had or if you currently have an eating disorder diagnosis, that you get the clinical support that you need, right? A care team, that's who I work alongside with. Maybe there is an eating disorder dietitian that you need to see. What support do you need? Write that down. And just know I'm here for you. I see you and I'm ready to help you. And the last but not least is community. Have you joined the Her Best Self Society and our free Facebook community? And if not, why not? We share love and light and inspiration and empowerment. And I'm going to be sharing some great details as we head into the new year about this wonderful thing that we're doing in January called the Girl Quit Dieting program. And it's like a boot camp, and I will have more details in that community. So you'll want to make sure to check it out. You can find it in the show notes below. It's private, okay? I want you to feel seen. I want you to feel heard. I want you to get some support and be in community with others. This isn't something that you can navigate by yourself because your mind will take over. And what we need to do is get around other people as well who have those same experiences and have those same struggles that see us. And then we feel heard and we feel known and we feel good enough. Right, friend? So let's do a quick recap. It's the season for gifting, and I want you guys to give yourself 8 gifts. Here are some reflection questions that you can reflect back on today. Number 1, grace. What do you need to do to give yourself some grace? Number 2, forgiveness. What do you need to forgive? What have you done that you hold on to and you're not letting go of that you need to forgive in order to move forward? Number 3, permission. Have you given yourself permission? Have you given yourself permission to step into a new year and step into a new way of life? Have you given yourself permission? And if you haven't, I want you to know that I give you permission to live a life you deserve. Number 4, love. What can you love right now, here today, about your body? Number 5, stillness. How can you be still and present during this season? Can you carve out 5 minutes, 10 minutes every morning and get still with you? Dream. What do you really truly want for your future and for your life? Is it what you are currently experiencing right now today? And if the answer is no, then sweet friend, we've got to change that. What do you really want for you? 7, support. Do you need support? Are you tired of trying to do this on your own? And 8 is community. What does community look like for you? I'd love you to join us in our private Facebook community, Her Best Self Society, Ed Recovery. You can find all the info and the details below this episode. I just want to leave you with this. Corinthians 12:9. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Don't let the season and the holiday get away from you because you're so wrapped up in all that you have going on in your immediate circumstance, your struggle with the food, with your body, with all these things, that you forgive to give yourself these gifts. And don't let this season go by without reflecting. You cannot do this by yourself. His power is made perfect in weakness. Friend, I just want to share with you today that I know there is a plan for your life. There is no coincidence why you are here right now listening to me speak through this microphone. I see you. I love you. I'm sending you all of the virtual hugs. And I just want you to know that you are worth so much. And I truly hope that you take this episode and it blesses you or someone that you love. Have a very Merry Christmas and give yourself these 8 gifts that I promise you will keep on giving. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.